Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I just want to talk to you about the spiral movement of candles, and I believe this would help you in your trading journey or in your trading career. Okay, so as a trader, let me take out this drawing. What do you look out for in trading? This is a 4-hour time frame. One thing you must notice is this movement. You notice the price came from this level and made this high, right? And then made this low, okay? And then made another high, and then made this low, and then it made this high, and then it made this low, right? And then it made a little lower high, and then it gave this low. Can you see that? And then it gave a little lower low, and then it made this low, and then it made this high, and then it made this low. Now can you see the spiral movement of candle? Made this high, then it made this low, and then it made this high, and then it made this low, and then it made this lower high. So when you look at this movement I just drew out now, you observe that price went like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So understanding these spiral movements helps you to be able to master the candles. Now look at this. Take for instance, this is a snake. You find out that a snake wants to move, and it moves like this, and then it goes like this, and then it goes this way, and sometimes this way, and sometimes long, short, and then sometimes long, and then short, especially when you want to change direction. So you find that there's this spiral movement or snake-like movement that the candles make. So how does this help you to be able to study candles? It's very simple. Very simple. When you see these movements on higher time frames, they form your strong reversal points. Okay, so what are you focusing on? Okay, so just like as the snake moves, you understand that if it goes left it has to come a bit right, but you need to know exactly where it's stopping, right? Okay, to know if it's going another left, right? Okay, so that helps you to spot reversals. So when you come to a higher time frame like the 24 hours time frame, what you ought to do is understand the spiral move first from the higher time frames, as you're doing your top down analysis. So when you take this for instance as your buy stop liquidity from 24 hours time frame, okay, why is this the buy stop liquidity? Because this is actually where price did reversal. So price was actually going down and came here and did reversal, right? Okay, so but after this reversal it has not taken out the previous high. Where is the previous high? Where is it? If you look carefully you find out that the previous high is here. Why is this the previous high? Because that was where price, okay, the previous high is a little bit far, it's here. Why is it here? Because this was where price made the previous reversal. So can you see the spiral move? It came this way and then went downward, right? Okay, now we're not trading 24 hours. Take note. What you ought to do is you go down to a lower time frame, okay, then you see how that strong move from the higher time frame will affect the lower. So you can see that this was the sell stop liquidity from 24-hour time frame, and price haven't gotten there because that was a price made reversal. Okay, so but where will be the next reversal point becomes your concern. That's how you can be able to code these spiral movements and then be able to know exactly what to do. Now from the 4-hour time frame, you can find that this was where price, okay, price made its reversal from here. So since price reversed from here, I'm going to be extending it from historical point to current point. Okay, so after extension, I will now go down into a lower time frame. You can see my extension. I think I need to extend it even more. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so if price is giving these highs and going on an uptrend and looks like it's coming on a downtrend, it might not be going to the downtrend. Reason is because in the spiral move from a higher time frame, there's a result already showing you that these candles must at least get to a certain point in a previous reversal point, or rather liquidity point, before it begins to go down. So what you ought to do now is you ought to go down to your entry time frame. But before that, see what you do. Being that price is gonna get to this point, okay, which is very far, so that means before price comes to this point, it's gonna take a while. So what you need to pay attention closely now is the most recent liquidity points where price may get to before those far places. And this is one. This is one, and then this is another one. So basically, the spiral move, or the spiral movement, or the spiral understanding of movement helps you to be able to spot out your entry. If you go down to 1 hour time frame, you begin to see that we're getting a bit closer. So what you do now in the 1 hour time frame, being that that is still a little bit far, is you go to mark this, okay. So remember, our entry time frame as a day trader is 15 minutes. So we're gradually going down and down to 15 minutes as we came from the 24 hours time frame. Sometimes it can even come from a month, depending on which one gives you what you want to see. So for those of you who are catching this spiral move, now you understand why we like to use a computer or a laptop, because it helps us to see clearly. Okay, now you can see that this is where this liquidity is on this. This is where this liquidity is on this. And as a smart money trader, we trade liquidities in different zones. Now, for me, now on my entry time frame, I'm going to be paying attention to the fact that price is coming to this point. Can you see that now? Price is coming to this point. Until price fully comes to grab this liquidity, it may never get to I'm trying to show you the higher side to this point, but this is actually where price is coming from. It came, made all the moves, and got to this point. So it's got to go up again because of the spiral move before coming down. You see that now? Okay, sorry, it ought to go up because it's coming, it came from there, came down here, right? It's liquidity and wants to go back to that liquidity. So now there's something you need to pay attention. You're not sure which side of the liquidity it may take out at any time, but your attention is that this is where money is, and if the money here is enough to move the market, this would be a good place to begin to buy. So that's why it's called sell stop. So you get what we call confirmation. There are confirmation signs before you know that money is enough here, and the market movers want to move the market from there. That's the institutional movers. Okay, so in that case, what you're going to do now is you're going to be looking at, okay, is price actually coming back here before going up, or is price going up before coming here? How do you know that? Let me show you. it still goes down into the inner spiral move. And what's the inner spiral move? We're going to look at it quickly. Break of structure and change of character becomes very useful. So here, of course, you know, anytime there's a market shift of structure or change of character, market is taking a new direction, right? So where is the last break of structure in this market before the change of character? If you look very well, you find out that this was like the last break of structure. Before the recent change of character. Of course, there are many other ones, but this is the one we want to pay attention to. So it was when price took out this that we can boldly say that price has changed the character, not here. This can be risky. Okay, so if we say, okay, this was where price changed character by taking out the previous low and giving us a new high, we can call this change of character. Okay, and then we can call this after change of character a break of structure. So what we've successfully done is we've successfully been able to read how price moved to give that spiral and spiral move. Did you see that? Okay, now I'm going to do a back testing to show you that move, but let's move to the further so that we can be able to show you, so I can be able to show you some things here. So if this was a break of structure, that means there are several numerous break of structures, okay, up until this point where price refused to take out the previous high. You can see price refused to take out the previous high, and then it came here and gave a change of character, right? So I see a change of character, but what we don't know is if it's an inner change of character or an external, because they are inner, they are external. So how you can know that is when you look at this point and then you look at maybe this point as a break of structure. Okay, so this can be an inner change of character. So it depends on how you are looking at the liquidity sides. So but look at the way we're looking at it now. So if this is a change of character, where do we get our entry from? Where do we get our entry from? So this is a beautiful entry. If you read this with us, this is a beautiful entry. So all you need to do is, let's say price was here. Okay, I can't do that from 50 minutes time frame because of there's no yet a subscription in this account. Okay, but let's say price gets here, changes character. All you need to do is you wait for, if you look very well, if you come down to let's say 3 minutes time frame, take note of the time frames I used. You find out that after it took out this previous low, confirming the change of character, it gave a new low, right? It gave a new low here, and price came to a POI, which is around here, before it descended down. So this is like another break of structure. One can actually get an entry here, but if it's difficult, because that looks a little bit fast, I want to show you another way you can get another entry. So don't be too much in a hurry when you miss an entry. So after this side is now broken, what you need to do is to look out for the retracement, okay, which is this was the retracement. Price came to this fair value gap, and then since then price has been descending. Can you see price has been descending. So but how do you now know where to take profits? Let's say that's usually where there's a problem. How do you now know where to take profits? All you need to do, when you go back to the 15 minutes, you ought to pay attention to the previous liquidity side, because in that previous liquidity side there are many other price actions that has occurred there, of which one, as you can see here, is an order block. Sorry, you can see one here first, an order block. Okay, and of which another one here looks like another order block, but this is the one that I may be more particular with, you can say. So what did price do? It came straight to the order block. So for someone who wants to take an entry here, your entry can be here. Okay, stop loss just a little bit above the liquidity side, and your take profit should be on the order block. You can see that, and this can give you a good move of about 40 pips against just a risk of 8 pips. Very beautiful entry. So this is how you can use spiral movements to get entries. So when price is now on this kind of liquidity side, all you need to do is to wait to confirm if there's going to be a reversal. But like I said, price is most likely coming to this point. But if it doesn't get to this point, if it decides to make a reversal, because it came up from that side, right, and came down to this side, so it's supposed to go back upward. So it might not exactly get here. So your attention will be, okay, since it looks like it's coming back here, if you look, you see that this is downtrend, right? That's bearish move. So in that case, I might decide to say, okay, fine, I'm going to be selling. So anytime I get a sell entry confirmation, I'll be selling. Okay, I'll be taking profit on all liquidity side until when I find a change of character or a market shift of structure. So a market shift of structure will now tell you that, okay, it's done enough spiral move down to this side and would want to be going. So price most likely going to do this. Watch, it may fail. Okay, come like this, fail again, then come like this, then like this, and then fail, and then most likely push up. So you can see how we come about this spiral move. So it's the spiral move that helps us to be able to spot the inner movement and we're able to get it. So once you're able to understand that candles have to move this way, then you can be able to move with the market in the correct direction, and you can be able to understand where the liquidities are, and you can be able to be safe in the market. Don't just come in and just want to trade. No, be able to spot this movement first. Read it from historical data, backtest it from historical data, and then analyze what it's about to give in the future, and then spot your entry. Now, I'm not saying that this particular knowledge will give you a perfect knowledge in trading. No, there are many other knowledges you need to have, but this is for the elites and for those who have foundational knowledge. This will help you to be able to understand the spiral move, and by the time you synchronize this spiral move in what you already know, you can be able to easily know when you are making a wrong decision in entry, when you're facing inducement, because this is what leads to inducement, and taking a lot of stop losses and making a lot of errors in the market, and then you can be able to make better decisions. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when next I send a new inspirational video, you can be able to have a notification probably, or you're able to have access to the